Don't need this right now. And then the fight started. Let's kick this in gear. This weapon's on. That's what you wanna play. That's over. And then the fight starts.
My. You certainly do look a little bit worn out from your travels. Oh, just look at my terrible manners. I'm Agatha. It's so nice to meet you. Now, what brings you all the way out here? Oh, don't worry about me. I'm just fine out here. My husband, rest his poor soul, saw to it that our house was well protected from the elements and the inhabitants of the wastes. Well, that's kind of you to say. Yes, he's gone. After he built this place, we spent many happy years together. We decided to cut off contact with the outside world and just depend on each other for comfort and company. Old? Yes. Frail? No. I can still hold my own if I have to. My husband made me learn a thing or two about how to defend myself. Besides, I have a caravan come through here about once a week to trade. They'd miss me if I was gone. That's disgusting. I'm old enough to be your grandmother. I won't have that kind of talk in this house. I play songs on my home. Oh my, I wasn't expecting any visitor. My, you Oh, goodness, no. I have a supply caravan that passes here maybe once a week. I trade with him for whatever I need, and I stock up enough till they return. Well, I always have my husband's old radio set to fall back on. I used it once in an emergency when a group of raiders was getting a bit too close for comfort to my house. Otherwise, I use it to broadcast my so-called music I play from my homemade violin. Oh, you are a clever one. Yes, that's exactly the problem that I have with it. It doesn't quite play all of the notes correctly, and I have to constantly tinker with it. Yes, my husband was very proud of the setup. He tinkered with that thing for years to get it working. I've tried to use it to get whatever I need, but I've never gotten a reply. Thank you. While my husband had his hobbies, I'm afraid mine was making that sorry instrument. I only wish I could replace it with something better. But now that you mention it, yes, there is. My trading depends on my violin. Without it, I have nothing to play, no way to make music. If you can bring me a violin, a better one, I'd feel much more secure. Yes, very sad, isn't it? Sad to think that no more musical instruments will ever be made the old way ever again. Well, fortunately, I know where perhaps the last real violin in the world exists. If you give me your word that you will recover it, I will tell you more. Sakes alive! You mean you found a violin? Oh, my goodness. I must see it, please. It's like holding a chunk of history in the palm of my hands. Amazing. Simply amazing. I can't thank you enough. I wish I had something to give you, a more suitable reward for all your efforts. All I can give you is the frequency to my radio set. Tune in whenever you feel like listening to the strains of an old woman's violin playing. You're a sight for these old eyes. Well, I suppose I could. They aren't my pieces of music by any stretch of the imagination, though. You make a good point. I'm no spring chicken, so one day I'll be gone. Oh, my. What if I'm the last person on the planet to know these pieces of music? What if all the recordings have been destroyed? To lose such beautiful music would be a shame. Well, I only need two things, my noggin and some music paper. Look around you. Do you see any fancy computers or high-tech gizmos? My husband and I were never into that kind of junk. The most high-tech thing we have is the radio setup, and even that was old before the bombs fell. I need the paper. It's all I know how to use. Can you help me? My word! You actually found some real music paper. I didn't even think it possible. Yet here it is. You've really outdone yourself this time. I knew getting the Stradivarius was a challenge, but this is just incredible. This is all too much. You deserve more than just a pat on the back. Well, like I told you before, I don't have wealth out here in the sticks, but I can certainly provide you something useful. My husband left me something else beside the radio setup. I think you'll find it useful. It's his old pistol. He tinkered with it some and used to practice with it all the time. Now, I want you to have it. Nonsense. I've never fired a gun before in my life, and I'm not about to start any time soon. You take this thing and use it to protect yourself while you're out there. I'll be just fine. Here. Now, scoot. I have a lot of music to write.
Feels good not to have to drag a Brahmin train across the Mojave.
Well, sit down a spell and relax. Oh, don't be silly. I record everything I play on the nice machines built into my husband's old radio gear. That way you can hear the music anytime you want, and this old woman can get some well-needed beauty sleep. I would be delighted. Sit down a spell and relax. Thanks for keeping an old lady company.